too high. Come and talk to me. I really want to meet. Can I talk to you? I really want to know. I put it all on her, I get it right back. She put it all on me, I couldn't fight that. She
What's up, family? It's your big sis T Renee, and I am back today with another story time. If you are a returning viewer or a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning back in. I'm hoping you enjoyed tonight's video. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm hoping that one day you find something that resonates with you on this platform and make you want to subscribe. But before we get to the story time, y'all, make sure y'all go ahead and drop down below in the comments and leave a hey girl, hey, what's up, big sis? It is all greatly appreciated. But as I say, don't do too much. Keep it respectful. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And as you have already seen tonight's title, you have some idea of what this story time is going to be about. So let's get to it. Okay. So I was invited to participate in this pop-up shop. I don't know if y'all are familiar with pop-up shops, but it's basically when a group of entrepreneurs or creatives come together. And basically a space where someone will host an event so that different entrepreneurs or different creatives can sell their merchandise that they have created or purchased, or whatever it is you're trying to sell. Someone usually puts this event together. They may have other and it's not always just people selling. They may have different acts going on. Like, it's been times where I participated in one and they had like a fashion show or something like that. Like, so yeah, I mean, it can be a number of different things that can be the reason for someone hosting this event. So this particular day, I went to an event. It was my co-worker. Yeah, this is out. Yeah, okay. So this one particular day, I participated in an event. It was my co-worker starting a new business. And, well, she kind of had already, like, started, but she was really trying to put it out there and, you know, show her merchandise. So she had this big, lavish event, and she invited a lot of different people. Some more people that work with us had businesses that I didn't even know they had either. And see, me at the time, I was selling my canvas art, like, you know, abstract art. I was doing that, and I was selling it at the time. And so, of course, I participated, and I did really well that day, surprisingly. You know, you don't think people really be into art, especially our people like that. Like, not going to say they don't buy art, but you just never really expect people to support you. So, but yeah. And it's usually strangers anyway. But anyway, so yeah, I participated in this event. And it was really nice. It was a success for her. I mean, her at the time, I'm not going to say what she was selling at the time. But, you know, so yeah. But it was this one vendor there that was selling different, like, baked goods. And she also was selling infused goods, if y'all know what I mean by infused goods. And she had these cookies that she was selling. And so, that on top of them serving alcohol, because they had somebody there selling alcohol, like, y'all, everybody was in this little event lit. If you participated in purchasing both of those items, using that lit as hell. Yeah, because you was crossfaded. But anyway, so yeah. Oh my God, that was basically my first time having those. And so, you know, and so she had these events, so, you know. Me personally, I didn't purchase any of the edibles, but I had like alcohol or whatever. I had just a couple like cups of alcohol. I said, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep this vendor's information because I may want to purchase it at a later date for something else. Because I was going to host like this little night. I was going to host like this little, I'm not going to say sleepover or nothing because I didn't want people sleeping in my house. But I was going to host like this little thing in my house. I really thought about that. And if you know me, you know I'm not big on large groups of people. And especially bringing people into my personal space. But I was really close with these women at my job. Like, we was really close. And the person that was hosting these events, well, I'm not going to say what her job title was. But she should have been purchasing drinks and stuff for us. Because there's been times we all hung out and she purchased drinks for all of us. I'm just saying. But yeah, so it was really close, all of us. And so, fast forward, I end up hitting that vendor up and I purchased some cookies, y'all. And when I say one night, I was just in the house by myself. I took a cookie. I'm like, man, this shit not working. And y'all, I ended up eating another one. And I ate and then it wasn't just me pinching off these cookies. I ate 2 whole edible cookies. Y'all, when I say I was in panic mode because your heart started racing a little bit. I mean, just so much going on. The room spinning. You know how it can be. So yeah, I was so in panic mode, I ended up sleeping this shit off. So fast forward, a couple days later, I still had some of the cookies, whatever, and I ended up taking them to work. Yes, I took a couple of them to work because y'all know Bird, right? Bird was still my homegirl at the time. So she knew about the cookies, whatever. She was like, make sure you bring me one of those to work. Like, she had been asking me for a couple of days. Like, make sure you bring me the cookie to work because I had the cookies over the weekend. I was like, okay, girl, I'll bring you one. Because she knew about it. I think she took like half of a cookie at this pop-up shop. She split one with somebody. So she was like, yeah, make sure you bring those. And then I think at the time, she had got like these infused, like these edible candies from somebody. So yeah, I don't know. She was already up on the edible game. She was already part of the edible game. I really wasn't. I had never really took edibles until that time I purchased them. So yeah, I ended up taking us one to work. I said, you know what? I'm just going to take half of a cookie. I'm not going to eat the whole thing. Y'all, I end up I said, I'm not going to eat the whole thing. But y'all know when you high, whatever, you tend to get the munchies or whatever. Like, so we was at work. Of course, at our job, they have this big cafeteria, whatever, that sell different foods and stuff like that. They have fast food places in there and all that. But so we went to the cafeteria, which is called something else, but I'm not going to say what it's called. But basically the cafeteria, we went over there, we buying wings and pizza, we buying all kinds of shit, and we coming back to our area with the rest of the co-workers. They like, this y'all got going on, why y'all got so much food? They asking us why we got so much food, them not realizing that, hey, we done got the munchies because we done took this damn edible. And yes, I end up taking the other half of my cookie, y'all. But it hadn't really like hit. I just know I had the munchies. But the part where you suddenly the room is spinning, your heart racing, the different effects you get from taking different, edibles or tree or whatever it is. The different effects you have from being under the influence, basically. So, it didn't really hit me. The moment it hit me, y'all, is when I had to get on a vehicle to transport some items to another area. Y'all, and we still at work, but we're inside of a space where you have to move items from one location to another area. So I had to drive this, and y'all, when I say I started having tunnel vision, like I literally couldn't see anything else around me, because that's when it hit me. I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what's going on? I'm about to lose my job. Like, I had all kinds of crazy thoughts coming in my mind, like, oh, they gonna know I'm high. They know I'm high. Somebody see me. I'm about to lose my job. I'm about to hit this stuff. All the stuff that was around me. Losing my mind. I'm like, why do I keep doing this to myself? I took this shit at home and was panicking. And then I get here and taking this shit. Like I said the first time, I'm really thinking that one was not doing anything for me. Because when I was at home, that one cookie didn't do anything for me. It's when I took 2, I started having these same symptoms. I'm having this day where I'm at work. And I'm guessing whatever dosage was in that first cookie might not have been as high. But in this one, but whatever was in this one particular cookie I took at work might have been a little bit higher. Like, it might have had a higher dosage in it. Because it hit me as soon as I hopped on the vehicle, y'all. I was losing my shit. And so I went back to the area. And then you see Bird and sitting inside this little container. She was just sitting up there like... And she working, she scanning different items, and she's like,
am I moving in slow motion?
I'm like, what? She said,
T, am I moving in slow motion?
I was like, girl, I was like, yeah. Y'all, the girl was moving like this. She thinking she moving. Like, I'm guessing she realized, like, hey, man, this shit didn't hit me. and she felt herself moving, but she felt like she wasn't moving fast enough because you gotta, you know, hit a certain rate of items. But she was moving slow, and so the co-workers looking at us like, the two that we was kind of cool with in our area, because we was in the area, we had moved to this area, we didn't really fuck with the people in our area, but we was kind of okay with them. And they looking like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all today? And they still didn't really know that we was high. But they were just like, why is she moving so damn slow? I was like, I don't know. She said she cramping or some shit. Like, just made up a lie so fast. Because you just never know who will rat you out and get you fired. So, people don't be really fucking with you like you think they do for real. But of course, me and Bird was like, this in the air, like, it was her, it was me, it was, if you saw her, you saw me, you know how that shit go. Like, we didn't really trust them like that, so we had to stick and band together. But y'all, when I say, that shit was so funny, that shit funny as hell. Now, it was funny then too once we got home, but y'all, don't do drugs. Don't take edibles at work. And I'm sure people have been doing it for a long time. But baby, if you somebody that's new to it, do that shit in the comfort of your house. Don't do that shit at your job. Because baby, when I say, I could have got myself in a situation had I been acting like I was acting when I was driving that vehicle. Had I went up in there losing my shit, somebody could have got on, you know, somebody could have caught on to what I had going on. But I had sense enough to calm myself down before I went back to the area. Like, it took me a minute. Even after I had already dropped that shit off, I ended up going to this other area and chilled over there for a minute. It took me a minute to come back to our area because I'm like, I gotta calm myself down. I gotta eat some more of this food, drink me some liquids, and just kind of calm my mind. And then sit out there because it was a nice breeze going. I'm like, I need to sober my ass up before I go back over here with these folks. Yeah, that shit's so funny to me now. I don't think I ever had any more edibles after that. And it was because I had a scare, like, I'm about to get myself caught up. It was just that, I don't know, like, I never was in a space to where I wanted to take them. And I didn't want to take them by myself because you just never know what could happen. Like, I felt like I needed somebody around me when I'm under the influence of something like that. And it just reminded me of a time that I had participated in my first 420. You know, the video that y'all probably saw before this one. That's that time. So, you know, I just wanted to piece these two together because these were times when I was under the influence and I was losing my damn mind. Yeah, I've been high on other occasions, but it was never of anything. It was never of something of that caliber. Like, it was never where I felt like we got laced or I took an edible, you know, because I still to this day feel like the tree man laced us with something else, like in some bars, or it could have been anything. Like, I felt like he laced it because I've smoked tree on several occasions with my roommate and other people and been high in my mind, but it was never to that extent. So, like I said, I don't think he was intending to try to harm us, but you have to be careful because you never know how somebody's chemical reactions are going to react with those substances. Like, you just never know. So you have to be careful with that and never do something blind to people. Like, let me know you doing this. Give me the option to want to participate in something like that. Like, I chose to buy those edibles. But don't try to put something in my stuff and I don't know, because I've known this to happen to people and they've died. I've had a family member that happened to. So I don't play those games. Number one, I don't participate in any of that type of stuff this day and age anyway. It has been years. Like, that was the only time. And even before I took that edible, it had been years since I participated in any type of substance other than alcohol. You know what I'm saying? But ever since that edible, I don't think I even had anything. So yeah, and it wasn't because I was scared. It's just I'm like, you know, I really don't care about nothing like this. I'm at this point in my life where that stuff does not even entice me, you know? I just wanted to try something different. I mean, I might have had a candy or two, but I don't really think so. That might have been before the cookie. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to stop this video right here. This is just my week. I wanted to talk about me participating in substances. And we're going to stop this right here. And if you haven't already, go check out the video that I posted a few days ago before this one. And let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. And even in this video, drop down below in the comments and, you know, let me know if you ever had a situation like this happen to you. If you ever participated in anything. I mean, it's a free space to say what you want, you know. Hey, But don't do too much, like I always say. Don't be disrespectful. Anyway, y'all, I will see you all in my next... Oh, I always do this, but before y'all leave, go ahead and hit that thumbs up to like this video. Also, hit that subscription button to subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell notification so you'll know when I post. And again, thank y'all so much for tuning in with me. And I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.